Kevin Phalen of Bank of America, and we're going to talk a little bit about cards in the U.S. market. So, innovating payments is a really top global concern for banks right at the moment. And one issue that comes up a lot is the lack of EMV or chip and PIN in the U.S. So, what is kind of hindering its adoption in the U.S. market?
I think historically EMV hadn't been adopted within the United States because we had historically invested so much in our core infrastructure, and the cost of changing out that infrastructure didn't outweigh the losses associated with fraud that perhaps you saw around the globe. And I think the big change now is both MasterCard and Visa have come in and set mandates to migrate to an EMV standard. And that will probably be 2013, 2014, and 2015. At Bank of America, we've already invested for our clients, and we've migrated over to supporting chip and PIN for all of our U.S.-based cards in the commercial card space. And when they're in the U.S., we're still supporting a magstripe environment as well. So today, clients can expect to get both chip and PIN and magstripe. I think as you look forward with the mandates coming in from MasterCard and Visa, you'll see a greater adoption throughout the industry. And I think the other thing you'll see is moving from a chip and PIN environment, moving over to a contactless or NFC type of environment as well.
So it's really kind of the mandate from the MasterCards and the Visas that are pushing this. And you're predicting, what, 2015, 16?
By the time 2014, 2015, it should be complete, the migration. And you're already seeing where both on the consumer side and on the commercial side, a migration from the big financial institutions to providing chip and PIN solutions today. And like I said, we've already got one in the market.
So you mentioned contactless. So one of the big barriers to contactless is these merchant-side point-of-sale contactless terminals. So what is Bank of America doing to sort of to aid that migration and that adoption?
And again, if you think about it as a evolution of the infrastructure, in today's environment, you're seeing contactless in the United States primarily used in mass transit and in fast food restaurants or quick types of transactions. So anything where you're going to buy a newspaper or what have you. I think over time, with the mandates coming in from both MasterCard and Visa, there'll be an ongoing investment in the contactless solutions. Within Bank of America Merchant Services, we see that as part of a natural evolution of the terminals that we're deploying with our clients. The reality is it's going to take time to get them out into the marketplace. I think the question I always ask is contactless going to become the future in higher value payments, let's say above $25 US dollars, or is it going to really remain in that less than $25 range? Because once you start getting into high value transactions, especially in the commercial space, the value of contactless may be diminished a bit given the size of the transactions.
So, I mean, in terms of, going and talking about payments innovation in the U.S., and the U.S. is kind of seen, compared to like Asia and even Europe, as behind in a lot of the innovation. So what is the future for cards, and what is the future for payments in the U.S.?
I think when it comes to chip and PIN investment, the United States was clearly behind the rest of the globe. I think you'll see us rapidly evolve and catch up with the rest of the world. I would say that if you think about other types of card infrastructure payments, the United States is probably a bit more advanced. So if you think about payable solutions using the card infrastructure, they're now entering into the European and Asian markets. We've had those solutions in market for more than 5 years. At Bank of America, this year alone, we'll support about $12 billion in volume for our clients. So it's a solution that exists. I think where you'll see kind of a global transition occur is integration between mobile and the card solutions.
Yeah, that was my sort of going to be my last question, because you mentioned NFC and contactless. I mean, what is the future for plastic? Is it just going to be moving over to mobile, or is it going to be a combo?
I think you'll see that migration happen. Again, that may happen differently in different countries. Some countries will quickly move to an integrated phone device that will become the new card or the new plastic in the future. I think in the United States that will take a longer period of time. I will say to our clients that they could expect in 5 years to see the card be replaced with their mobile device. if you think about the commercial aspect of that, you have to make sure that the end client sees a difference and has the ability to say this is a business-related expense versus a personal-related expense. So I think you'll see a faster adoption moving from consumer-based solutions to the mobile device, perhaps faster than you will in the commercial environment. Because in many cases, people don't want to carry two phones. And so we'll have to make sure that our technology supports both a commercial application along with a personal application based upon your banking relationship.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.